There's a fan in the background, so let me turn that off. Hi, everybody, and welcome to my quick teaching on wealth. Wealth. Now, because I am a wordsmith, a history buff, and an etymology enthusiast, I do my research. And wealth is connected to wellness. Take that in. Wealth is connected to wellness. And if you have no wealth, then technically you don't have complete wellness either. And one of the things that I did, and it was a really painful journey, it was a really painful lesson. There was a lot of suffering involved for me to learn this lesson, is I would constantly and consistently give away my wealth. Before I got into spirituality and different practices, I was giving away my wealth and my wellness to alcohol and to weed and to people. After I got sick, I got ill, and I continued to give away my wealth and my wellness to healers and to spiritual practitioners and to holistic this and to holistic that. And it wasn't beneficial. And it was only after me going into study and me going into research and me understanding the roots of the word wellness and the roots of the word wealth and the roots of the word health and how these things are all connected, that I was able to recognize that the deficit I had in my bank account, the deficit I had in my savings, the deficit I had in my shoebox for a rainy day cash box were all depleted as I was depleted. And I began to understand that if I really and truly wanted to get well and wanted to get healthy, I needed to get my wealth back. This caused such a ripple effect throughout my life because not only did I have to clean out my metaphorical closet, I also had to clear out my social closet. That meant I had to get rid of people who were in my life who knew I was ill, who knew I wasn't well, but continued to take my wealth and continued to take whatever wellness I had left. And I had to say to myself, wait, no, these are not my people. These are not my tribe. These are not my supporters. And I had to cut them off, no matter what they were offering, no matter what they were offering. And that was tough for me because I am right now. So I've got some noise in the background. I'm a mother of 4 with a partner who's wonderful and kids that are great. But obviously doing things like recordings and stuff, it can get iffy, right? Plus I live in a townhouse, things can get loud. Anyways, picking up where I left off, I was talking about people who were in my life who knew I was ill and they continued to take my wealth, my health, and my wellness anyways. Deep in meditation, I got wise. I got an upload from my Kabot, from Christ, that let me know, and from my higher self, of course, because we never want to forget to give our higher selves recognition. I got the message and I did the research and I recognized this connection between wealth, health, and wellness. And I did the social clearing out of the closet, and I got rid of those people that did not contribute to my wealth or my health or my wellness. And when I say I got rid of them, I mean I stopped funneling my health and my wealth and wellness towards them. And that caused the relationship to actually disintegrate. And those who stuck around and showed me support and showed me love and showed me that they were for me by investing in my wealth, by supporting me, I kept around. And this was tough for me because, to be honest, at the beginning, it was not a lot of people. It was a limited amount of people, but they were still there and they were still consistent. And that's what matters. So the first etymological definition that I'm going to begin with is health, because that's really the root and the core of all of this teaching. So health is from the Old English help, and it means wholeness, a being whole, sound, or well. And I've actually studied health and wholeness extensively because when I became sick, it obviously became a priority for me. So we go on further to the Old English hal, H-A-L, or hail, which is why oftentimes you hear people going, hail the king or hail the queen. What they're really saying is wholeness and health and wellness and wealth to the king, and wholeness and health and wealth to the queen. And it is actually one of the first forms of peasant people or poor people giving away their power, giving away their health, giving away their wealth to these kings and queens and lords and overseers, and supporting them and giving away all of that juicy, powerful magic that we all have innately within ourselves. We go furthermore to the Old Norse, where health becomes helg for holy and sacred, and further into the Proto-Germanic Old English, where health means to heal. So now we have a really, really clear and complete understanding of what health means. Health means wholeness, and wholeness means to be healed or to heal. And the Old Norse, with the helg, holy and sacred, gives us a gleaning insight into what holy and sacred mean as well. So that's health. Moving on to wealth. So we're going on to wealth. So when we look up wealth, it actually tells us that it's Middle English for wheel, W-E-L-E, or well-being. And then it tells us to see wheel or go to heal, and that it's an analogy of health. So wealth, wheel, well-being, Old English wella, meaning welfare, well-being. So we see here that wealth is actually health, and that is why they share a root. If you look at the word wealth and you look at the word health, you'll recognize that they are separated only by one letter, which lets us know they share a root. All of the English language is like this, and I'll get into this much more extensively in my other teachings. So when we look up well, or when we look up wellness, it leads us to well. And it is Old English for well, W-E-L. So abundantly, very much, with good reason. These are all really good things. We go furthermore into the Old Saxon and the Old Norse, wella and vel, or even Old Frisian, well, or Dutch, well, and we get will. So to wish, to will. And this is why it is so important that we not give away our wellness, that we not give away our will, that we not give away our power and our innate magic to heal ourselves, to rescue ourselves, to save ourselves. Our wealth, health, and wellness, when we invest that in us, in who we are, and not give it away to some outside source, that's when we get better. That's when we begin to heal. That's when the tide turns in our favor. So much of this life and so much of the ways of the world are committed to us giving away our power, giving away our wealth, giving away our health, giving away our wellness. They've got us paying taxes out the yin yang. They've got us paying for what is stolen and working for what is free. And that is a quote that I developed. It's a piece of philosophy that I developed back in high school. Because again, if you really take the time to look at it from every angle, in a way we are being attacked. We are being asked to give away our wealth, to give away our health, to give away our wellness, to give away our belief in ourself. Even religion asks us to do this. And I am just not about that life. I am about true and authentic love. True and authentic and radical self-love. Radical self-existence. Radical self-acceptance. Because for too long, we have been living in self-hate and doubt. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually end the teaching here. It's quite a lot to take in. And I'm going to spend the rest of the day in my yard with my children, making delicious food and investing in myself and truly investing in myself. And what this looks like, or what this could look like, is actually making an investment. So buying gold bars, investing in stocks. What this could look like is going to get a massage, or investing in a subscription that really speaks to you and helps you to build your own spiritual toolkit, or your own, survivalist kit. So for me, that is me investing in the Goddess subscription box. And for a lot of folks, that might not fit for them, but for me, that resonates perfectly, because every single month I am getting all the spiritual tools, the altar tools, the support that I need for my spiritual practice, for my growth, for my wholeness, for my wealth, for my health, and for my wellness. So I invest in myself like that. So maybe, take some time and think about what that looks like for you. To not always be funneling and outpouring, energy and wealth and resources to others, but to have that really come back to you. Okay, so it was a great mini lesson, and I look forward to the next one. I should be doing one titled Money, Flow, and Energy, and I hope to have that up in about 2 weeks or so. All right, che okay.